Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So today's video is something that I don't know if you guys have heard of. Before I get into it, this video is strictly for educational purposes. I'm just reporting on the issue that is going on and bringing awareness. I just thought I should make a video about this to create awareness, just because I feel like a lot of people were expressing in the comment section of this video on TikTok that it's not really on the news. It's about a couple, a black man and his wife in Colorado, who are ranchers. They are farmers, and they've been experiencing some disturbances on their land, and it got that serious. They had to report it and all of that. Let me just play the clip right now.
Hi everybody, I want to share with you about what's happening to two ranchers in Colorado. Courtney and Nicole Mallory own 1,000 acres in El Paso County, Colorado. And despite Nicole being a U.S. military veteran who waves her military flag on their ranch, and being a part of the church community, as well as feeding the residents in El Paso from their food from their ranch, they are being terrorized by locals who want their land. As seen here in the footage, locals have been jumping the fence. They have slaughtered their livestock, poisoned their dog, and has driven by their house waving guns. Nicole was ran off the road when she was coming back from church. Courtney states that there was a woman that pulled up in his driveway and said that she was supposed to own the land and made threats about unaliving their dog. What's worse is that the local sheriff isn't doing anything about it and is being investigated now for being a part of this terror. And they have actually issued a warrant for Courtney and Nicole because of their complaints against the local community and the sheriff. So they're actually facing criminal charges for reporting everything that's been happening on their land. So here's my thoughts. They told us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. They told us to stop using the race card because, racism doesn't exist anymore. One of the largest lawsuits that ever happened in the United States was against the USDA for discriminating against black farmers. We know that black farmers make up a very low percent. I think it's less than 2% of all farmers today. What racism does, it puts fear in you, and that's exactly what they're trying to do to Courtney and his wife. His address has been leaked in a local Facebook group to where now he's in a witness protection program. And this sends shockwaves out. So now so many other African Americans are saying, you know what? I don't want to farm. I'm scared to go into these areas. But we can't let fear stop us. Here's the call to action. There's a protest that's going to happen at the Denver Capitol coming up, pause to read, in support of the Karen Act, as well as numbers to call.
So you guys have heard what she had to say. I think it's something really serious, and the whole purpose was just to bring awareness to the situation. So I want to play some reactions to what people had to say, because it turns out that a lot of people were not very surprised that something like this was happening, because I think where they are located over there in Colorado is kind of, a hotspot for things like this happening. Let me just play some of the reactions.
I want to share with you about what's happening to two ranchers in
As a person who lives in El Paso County, Colorado, I understand us getting the message out there, but they're out here. They are. At this point in time, I'm dealing with the El Paso County law enforcement and their race. This is a red town, so I don't even know what to say. Like, I spread the word, but it's not going to do anything because they do not like us in this county, even though it's a military town. So I don't even know what to say, but El Paso County is racist.
In El Paso County, Colorado.
Now, I just came across a live where white man's talk about racism against whites is more than it is against anybody else. And then I look at a story like this, and where's that same energy there? So, a lot of white people in this country will get on here on social media and run their mouths about maybe if black people did things better, they wouldn't have the rough lives, okay? Now, this guy is a black rancher owning thousands of acres, and he uses his farming and his acres to do things for the people in his county, in his area, in his town. And yet, he's having attacks against him for owning that property, and they're trying to get it from him. So, white people that are racist or white supremacists, you run your mouth about black people doing stuff, but then when black people do things like this, black excellence, you find a way to sabotage them, especially if they don't think like you do. They don't have a conservative Christian being about themselves. Look at how you treat some of these people. Like, look at how you treat Oprah. The things that Oprah has done for people, and y'all talk down on her like y'all have. I mean, stop running your mouths, man. And then you sit here and talk about every black neighborhood is bad. That's been proven to be wrong several times over. You're just racist.
Hi, everybody. I want to share with you about
what I will say for me, and I can only speak for me, is that America has taught us that you can go out and do it on your own, and that you can go out and get 1,000 acres of land and go live on it by yourself, and nobody is going to with you. I think that what is happening to this couple is despicable and is disheartening. But I think that we have to remember that we are people of community. And when you go somewhere, you either need to go and find a community or you need to go with a community. And so if they have 1,000 acres of land, I would like to see them lease that land or put people on that land who could help them farm it and could help them protect it so that the types of things that are happening there are no longer happening. If they're one family, if they had 4 or 5 other families that they were able to lease land to or just put people on the land, they would not be in a situation where they felt so alone and felt like they were being pushed off the land, because they would have help. I do understand that that doesn't fix everything. It's not going to fix the fact that the government structure is against them. If they can put a warrant out, a fraudulent warrant out for 2 people, they can put a fraudulent warrant out for 10 or 15 or however many. But it's a start. At least you would have other eyes on your livestock, and you have other dogs barking in the night, so that you could work in shifts to kind of take care of things. We have to think more community mindset. We unfortunately we don't have the luxury of being individuals in this country. We never have, and we need to stop trying.
Own 1,000 acres in El Paso County, Colorado.
This is absurd. My name's also Nicole. I live in El Paso County, Colorado. Matter of fact, I live out east and in Peyton specifically, and they probably live right down the road from me because that's where the farmlands are. I wish I knew where they lived, and I wish I knew this was happening. This is terrible. Terrible. I apologize as a neighbor. I haven't done anything, but I apologize because they deserve to have somebody care for them. And I wish I knew where they lived, because I would go and I would help keep them good. And I would run people off their land. I would definitely try. I mean, if it was supposed to be your land, people, it would have been your land. It's not. They live there and they're using it and they're doing what's right in the world. I can't understand people. I really can't. And I really can't understand the sheriff that doesn't want to help. What a piece of shit. My heart goes out to them. It brings me to tears. I feel terrible for this. People are terrible. And you know what I found? That in this area, they're worse than... I've lived in Baltimore, I've lived in Philadelphia, I've lived in Florida, I've lived in all kinds of places. And I never would have thought that this would have the most corrupt people in it. On every level. Not just the lower class, but every class in this area is horrible.
So those are what people had to say about the situation. The original poster of that first video came out to give some updates because there's been some new developments. Let me play what she had to say.
Hi guys, looks like there was an update as of yesterday. Some locals went out to help repair the fence that was vandalized on Freedom Acres. And that's Courtney right there with the orange sleeves. But yes, we got to support them. There is a demonstration on February 17th at the Denver Capitol, and it's from 9 to 1. And the Mallorys have invited everyone to come stay on their land, on their 1,000-acre ranch during that time of, going for the demonstration. So thank you all for those that are reaching out for support towards them and that have sent donations and signed the petition and who are willing to go out to support them on the 17th. Okay, so there are definitely articles that you can Google to read more about the black farmers who are being terrorized by local neighbors. Here's one by Arc Republic. So there's news articles out there. I do believe it was on the news as well, but it needs awareness. The more we share it, the more we talk about it, the more awareness. And this has happened throughout history. Anytime any change has come for our cause, we've had to really get loud and really, to be able for change to come, including Dr. King and so many other great leaders. This is how change has always come, just by bringing awareness, sharing it, talking about it. So the articles are definitely out there.
I have to say that I'm glad that people came out and showed up for them. It's good to have that sense of community, and I hope they feel more protected and more in control of what's going on. That's why I'm making this video, just to bring awareness, so that you guys can support them. If there's one thing that I know about the black community and that I love about the black community, is the fact that they show up for each other. There's strength in numbers, there's strength in that brotherhood. So I hope this video somehow helps them one way or the other. Please let me know your opinion about this video and about the whole situation in the comment section below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like my kind of content. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications so that way YouTube lets you guys know whenever I drop a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.